another edition of Burgh Watching, focusing on the Manchester Bidwell Corporation, located here on Pittsburgh's North Shore. Today, we'll be discussing the adult career training programs offered through the Manchester Bidwell Corporation's affiliate, Bidwell Training Center. We're here at the North Shore campus talking with Valerie Njai, Bidwell Training Center Executive Director and Senior Vice President, Gary Baranowski, Director of the Horticulture Technology Program, Karen Johnson, Director of the Chemical Laboratory Technician Program, Connie Geiger, Director of the Medical Department, and Chef Keith Butler, Program Instructor with the Culinary Arts Department. Welcome to Burgh Watching, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to be here.
Thank you, guys. So, Val, let's start with you. Tell me a little bit about what the Bidwell Training Center is all about.
Well, Bidwell Training Center has been around since 1968. And at that time, it was founded to train local residents, mostly Manchester residents. It was a very, very volatile period of time. And so funding was sought, and we opened up the center, and we were teaching people in the trades, brick masonry, carpentry, electrical wiring, those kinds of programs. And when I came here 30 years ago, that's what we were doing right across the street. IBM was the first of our newer programs that we partner with, and they gave us computers and staff. And once we built this facility, it sort of laid the foundation and the trend for where we are right now.
So Bidwell has evolved over the years. Tell me a little bit about your personal background.
Well, I've been working with manpower programs. Actually, I got my master's. I was in a program in Utah to train individuals to run programs like this.
So, I mean, you bring such an incredible amount of, like, a wealth of experience to the table. And what I've learned as we've had these shows is that every single faculty and staff member here at Bidwell brings so much to the table for the students. So let's talk a little bit about each of your individual departments. Tell me a little bit about the chemical department.
The Chemical Laboratory Technician Program is a one-year occupational associate's degree. Students enter here with not necessarily any background in science, and we train them from the beginning, and we give them a wide set of skills so that they can go out into any of the laboratories in the area and get jobs. So we partnership with chemical companies in the area and allow them to find jobs in whatever interests them.
And finding jobs is the key, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Our main goal is to make sure not only do they find a job and get a job, but that they flourish in that job.
Great.
I mean, our students sometimes will continue on with their education afterwards, so we want them to be, a great employee, not just that they found a job, but they're there to stay.
Connie, I think we're sitting in your domain here today,
You
aren't
are.
we?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about your department and specifically about Irma.
Okay. I am the director of the medical department, which is comprised of 4 of Bidwell's majors. Pharmacy technician, which is a 9-month program plus an externship. Medical coding, which is approximately 11 months. Medical claims processor, which is another 9-month program. And the electronic record medical assistant program, IRMA. We wanted to bring on a new program and spent a lot of hours meeting with employers and looking at the industry and researching where the jobs were. And we looked into an orthotics prosthetics program and found that the job opportunities were not what we wanted them to be, because we not only have to train students, we have to make sure that there are going to be enough jobs in the area to handle our graduates on a regular basis. And we came up with the idea of marrying, if you will, a traditional medical assisting curriculum with someone who's going to have proficiency on the electronic health record systems. So we thought we would sort of jump on that bandwagon. And in talking to employers, we were finding out that in some of the physician practices, the IT people would go in and install systems, and then they'd leave and nobody knew what to do. So we wanted to train somebody who would be able to go into the practice, be a super user, and also be able to train other employees in the use of the electronic health record systems. But we wanted them to be marketable enough that they wouldn't just fill one niche. So we gave them a dual competency, and that is the electronic record medical assistant program.
And again, like Karen said, it's all about
The
Job.
job retention. And this lab was developed mainly through funding from outside organizations who were so excited about the concept of the program that, you know, they were able to donate funds for us.
Chef Keith, I'm not going to hold it against you that you didn't bring us any snacks today.
No, I didn't, but thanks for having me. Honored to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you. Tell us a little bit about the culinary arts
The
program.
culinary program here is real unique. We teach practical skills and theory skills, but we teach theory, we teach soft skills, we teach teamwork. We preach those type of things on an everyday basis through the students who prepare lunch and serve faculty and staff every day.
I want to talk a little bit more about that because first coming through the doors here, it was one of the things that just struck me the most about the center is you are serving faculty and school students, and so we talked about, you mentioned soft skills.
Soft skills.
So your students are interacting as if they would in a regular restaurant with
One of the
with
things that we
consumer.
do here at Bidwell is we pride ourselves on giving them the skills to go out and work. So once they leave here, they have the necessary skill set to be able to go out and work in any restaurant, hotel, institution, open their own business. We give them all the necessary skills that they need to be able to go out into the workforce.
And it's, again, a theme that's running through our panel. It's all about the jobs at the end.
Right. We put people to work. We give them the necessary skills to be able to go out and to work.
Excellent.
And which is a fantastic program. It's we have great faculty and staff, a wonderful facility, and
Great food.
and actually we simulate the pace of a regular restaurant. Sometimes it gets hectic. Sometimes you're behind. It all simulates to what it would be like in the workforce,
Great.
which is a fantastic, as I say, carrot to being a student here.
But I'm sure you have a much better temper than a lot of the chefs we see on TV,
Right.
don't you? Right.
Right.
He does.
So Gary, you do something that I absolutely cannot do at all. I have fake plants in my house. You would be horrified. So tell me a little bit about the horticulture department.
The horticulture technology program it's an exciting program, absolutely. And we're looking for those individuals who are creative and energetic and curious about the natural world and kind of the symbiotic relationships that exist within that natural world. So we're not training people specifically to work in a greenhouse environment. It's actually training individuals for a wide variety of careers in the plant sciences. So this is not only on the horticulture side of things, it's also on the agriculture side of things. So we're looking at both traditional and non-traditional careers. And I think what we're looking for are people who have a passion. And you know what, talking to the other directors, I think they're all passionate about what they do. And I think if you ask any one of them, they'd say, my program's the best. You know what? Because I'm passionate about that. And that's what we're hoping to instill in each of our students, that passion, that desire to move forward into an exciting new career.
Excellent.
Since 1968, Manchester Craftsman's Guild has empowered Pittsburgh's youth through unique arts education programming. For the past 25 years, we have showcased the works of thousands of Pittsburgh Public High School students in an annual arts exhibition. This year, despite hard economic times when people and nonprofits alike are competing for limited or diminished resources from organizations that traditionally support them, we are affirming our commitment to Pittsburgh's youth by expanding our reach.
The MCG Invitational Art Exhibition is a multimedia juried showcase of works by high school-age students from the entire Pittsburgh region. It includes students from all backgrounds and neighborhoods. Students like me.
The MCG Invitational showcases regional students' creativity to their family, friends, and community in a world-class venue. It also instills pride of accomplishment and hope in students like me.
The
The exhibition also displays talent and potential of Pittsburgh's high school age students to local colleges, foundations, and organizations. These groups then award over $100,000 in scholarships and prizes to students who need help pursuing higher education. Students like me.
We believe Pittsburgh's youth need a better way forward. The Manchester Craftsmen's Guild Invitational is one way we can assist them. Please help Manchester Craftsmen's Guild continue to be a conduit for scholarships to these needful students. Join us on May 10th for the exhibition's award ceremony and see firsthand the impact your support can have on the lives of these exceptional young people.
So one of the things that I always do at the end of a show, our big question is why Pittsburgh, right? So Karen, let's start with you. Why Pittsburgh for you?
Well, actually, I was living in Arizona. I worked in the environmental industry out in Arizona, and my husband and I are both originally from the East Coast. We have a little girl who's just turned 4, and when she was little, we decided we wanted to live closer to family, and we found Pittsburgh to be a great place to raise a family. So we've had no regrets about moving here.
Val, how about you? Why Pittsburgh for you?
Well, actually, before I came to Bidwell, I had never stayed anywhere more than 2 years. And I've been here for the time that I have because I really do believe that I can be a change agent. And I like the fact that I'm in a position where I can empower people, not only to improve themselves, but the livelihood of their family members and the communities that they represent.
Connie, why Pittsburgh?
I grew up in a small town east of Pittsburgh, so I've been in this area most of my life. I did end up in the eastern part of the state for a while, but dragged my husband back to this area and raised my children here, and it's a great place to raise a family.
It definitely is.
Pittsburgh's a city of champions. And times are tough. We all have to reach out and grab each other's hand to help each other. So Bidwell is a perfect opportunity to do that. We're here to help you succeed and to get a job in the workforce. So Bidwell's the place.
That's great. Thank you.
And I've been a Pittsburgher my entire life, so I totally believe in Pittsburgh and the dynamic here. And I think that's an important part of what we do here at Bidwell, is help our students connect the dots. It's all about the dynamics. It's not all about just what happens when students leave here. It's about the process. And here they get the real deal.
Yeah, we talked about that actually, that it's not just training for a job, it's training people for jobs in Pittsburgh.
And not necessarily just jobs, but careers.
Careers.
Careers are so much better than jobs.
That's right. That's right.
That they are. Thank you guys. I cannot thank you enough for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thanks for having us.
And thank you for joining us for another episode of Burgh Watching. Be sure to stay up to date on all things Burgh by visiting the Burgh Living blog at www.burghliving.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, www.facebook.com/BurghLiving, or on Twitter under our username @BurghLiving. Join us again for another edition of Burgh Watching. We'll see you next time.